again. I love it. I love it. It's amazing. It's so good. Ah, that.
Yeah, thank you.
What are those? Is that called like It's like a submarine sound. What is it
Yeah,
called?
like a radar.
Radar. Yeah. Submarine radar. That's what it's called. Yeah. When that started going off, I was like, nice touch.
Yeah, and actually, the radar was actually one of the last sounds that we put in this, because when I originally wrote this piece, we didn't even think about putting the sound of a radar in there at all.
It was such a classic sound. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then I don't understand it, but every time I see it, it makes me laugh when you pull out the umbrella. Like, it was just like, it's like the most random thing you could think of that could happen in that scenario. And it's like, you just pull this umbrella, I'm like, wait, what? But I love it. Like, I love everything. I love that the umbrella's in there, even though I have no idea why the umbrella's in there. It's just great.
Oh, no worries. Are you familiar with the Japanese folklore, the Umibōzu?
No, I'm not.
Alright, so let me give you some context. So, the Umibōzu, you know, like how, you know, in most fisherman tales, you know, things come out in the storm or you're out there in the deep sea, right?
Right.
So, the Umibōzu, it's actually the complete opposite. So, the Umibōzu only comes out when it's an absolutely, completely calm day. So, and the only way to conquer the Umibōzu is to show an offering of some sort of humble or humility. So, and usually, like, when you hear these stories, it's just like these Japanese, you know, ships would go out to sea, but sometimes they would offer them a barrel, you know? And, like, the storm would automatically go away, their ship would be destroyed, but the sailor would be, floating away on a barrel. And then a ship would be off in the distance.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, this was kind of my take on, you know, that Japanese folklore of the Umibōzu. And then also as well, too, there's another line, you know, from a song called I'm Thinking About Horses that kind of also inspired it as well, too. You know, it was the line of just like, I am standing on the beach, watching the tsunami grow from a minuscule horizon to a monstrous tidal wave. I'm not moving, I'm not scared, I'm not wearing swimwear, I'm waiting for the tsunami. And taking both of those concepts and putting that together is just like, what better way is to have this, you know, mariner, you know, standing on a beach, staring out at a calm sea, you know, and he's just thinking about, like, all these different, you know, like, searching for deep meaning, you know, in the deep sea, you know, and, you know, it's just like, will the fish bring him riches? Like, will this castle built on sand, you know, will that last forever? You know, and, yeah, it draws into something deeper. Crazy. And we added the radar ping because it ties in, you know, him and his search, looking for whatever that deep meaning may be. So, and at the end, he realizes he has to become, you know, this humble creature, you know, if he ever wants to find the meaning that he was looking for.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's so cool that you're able to take those two concepts, put them into something like that, and honestly, that's like, it's so short, but it's really enjoyable. Like, it's one of those things you can I could sit back and watch it for a few times, but it's just so, everything about it. I love the transitioning to different prospects. Like, you transitioned into the fish. You had a starfish in there, and it seemed like when you transitioned to the fish, you had that radar car, and it almost seemed like the fish, how you filmed it or how you put it in there, it seemed like they were drawn to that sound, like it was affecting them. And I think that put the nail in the coffin just a little bit more tighter.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.